everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am part of a video hop called Pay It Forward, where a handful of talented ladies are participating in a video hop and a giveaway. I will have all of the information in the description below about the giveaway and on my blog post. The theme for this hop is red, white, and blue. And for my card today, I'm using several My Favorite Things products. And this card will be a very summer-inspired card. I am using my Misty to line up and stamp most of the images from the stamp set called Beach Bunnies. And I am stamping those images onto a piece of Nina Solar White cardstock with Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And I am, not only am I double stamping to get a crisp image, I'm also stamping the images twice because I plan to color them in 2 different colors. For today's card, I'm using my Copic markers to color in all of the images, and I've left the coloring in for just one of the images because basically I colored them in the same. I'm using some warm grays to color in the bunny. And then I will add a little pink for her cheeks, and I will also use a little bit of pinks for the inside of the bunny ears. The shirts and the bows the little bunnies are wearing, I'm coloring those in with some red markers. And since I did forget to list or at least show the caps of the markers as I was coloring, I will have a list of those linked below to my blog post. Like I said, all of the images are colored exactly the same way, so I just left one of the images in as I colored them, and then I will color in the birds, and I will color in the snow cone, or ice cream rather, as well as the cloud. My plan is to color in the first set of images with red and white, and then another set of the same images I will color in blue and white. The card layout is inspired by the current MFT sketch challenge, and I'm going to be creating mine with the MFT's Collage cover-up. I'm starting with a piece of Bristol Smooth cardstock, and I'm going to do a little bit of ink blending. I am separating the paper with a strip of Post-it tape so that I can ink up half of the paper with candied apple Distress Oxide inks, and then I will ink up on the other side. I will ink up, what do I use? Blueprint Sketch Distress Oxides. And I'm really laying that ink on pretty thick because I do want a strong color on those backgrounds. Once I have those done, I add a little bit of water from the distress sprayer, and I blot it up with just a towel, a paper towel. And now I'm ready to do my die cutting with the MFT's Collage cover-up. I left all of the pieces together, and I've added some a strip of double adhesive to the back of the squares so that I can easily press it into place on top of a card base, and then I can just remove the frame so that I wanted to pop it up with a little bit of foam tape. I'm just using my X-Acto knife to separate a couple of the spots where the die did not completely cut through. So I've got the frame now popped up on some foam tape, and I just pressed it right back into place. If I was to do it over again, I would have doubled up on that foam tape because I think some of that dimension gets lost. So now I'm adding my images on with some foam squares, and I wanted to add the images that are colored in red to the blue background, and the blue images are added to the red background. Most of the images I do add foam squares to the back of, but there's a couple images that I thought looked better just to adhere it directly to the card. And then I do the same thing to the red panel, and I use the blue colored images, and I pop some of those on there with some foam squares, and some are directly adhered to the card base. So working on the sentiment, I'm again using my Misty, and I'm taking a sentiment from the stamp set. I'm using Versa Fine, maybe, ink, because I really want a nice dark image. And I've stamped the sentiment that reads, "Hey Honey Bunny." And then I will use a banner strip from My Favorite Things and cut that out. And then I added the sentiment, and there was just a couple of spots where I thought there was some space to tuck a few things in. So I added this blue bird in. And then to finish off the card, I'm going to use my white gel pen and add some polka dots to a couple of the shirts. And also I do add a couple of images onto the other two shirts that don't have the polka dots. And then as a final embellishment, I add some Your Next Stamp gumdrops to complete this card. Linked below is all of the information for entry to the giveaway on my channel, as well as the rest of the participants of the Pay It Forward hop. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.